So good day. We will be discussing about Google Classroom. So what is Google Classroom? So our objectives: identify the parts of Google Classroom and discuss the parts of the Google Classroom, which means we will be touching topics about the add-ons that we can use. So what is Google Classroom? It is available to schools with Google for Education domain. Ibig po sabihin, we can use our DepEd email in creating Google Classroom and for the students. It is a way to all your students in one place and allows you to easily assign and turn in class activity. It is also connected to your Google Drive. And then teachers can create and collect paperless assignments, time-saving features, that is make a copy of a Google document in for each student. Students can keep track of what's due on the assignment page and drive folders for each assignment and student. How to create your classroom? So we will just open the browser and type classroom.google.com or open the Google app launcher and click Classroom. Yan. Next, this will be the interface of our Google Classroom. So we know no classes here yet because it is newly created. And then to add, we will just click Join Class or Create Class. So to create a class, click on the plus sign and create class. This will be the initial uh, screen that you will see when you created a Google Classroom. Just click on the I've read and understand and then click Create Classroom. It will ask for details such as the class name, the section, subject, and room. So, for best practice, we should use our name first. That is recommended so that you will know that you are the owner of the classroom and use the section and subject. Yan po yung example natin. Ano po? So, Mr. Atanasio, TLE 10, ICT, section Marcela Agoncillo, and then we can create. This is our initial stream part of the classroom. So, in the stream part, you can see all the communications that you created to your class and all the posts. On the side of the post, you can see what are the upcoming. And then, you can see the class code. Pwede nyo pong ibigay ang class code sa inyong students para po maka-join sila sa inyong classroom. And then you can change the theme by clicking on the select theme. Click on the upload photo to change the style or the theme of your classroom. So, pwede kayong pumili ng mga presets na images and maganda rin po iba-ibang image bawat section or bawat class na inyong i-create. So, if you want to use a customized theme, you can upload a photo from your computer and use it for your class. So another useful topic for Google Classroom is, let's find out. We have here under classwork, let's say I want to give an assignment. So let's start making the assignment. For example, I want to assign to my students an essay. essay on community quarantine. So example, and then write an essay about the COVID-19 pandemic in Antipolo. You can search, you can search the internet for data that you will use. Let's say for example it's an essay. We can add a file existing for the format using our Google Drive, a link, or a file upload from your computer or YouTube. But for example, I want to insert a YouTube link about COVID-19. Hanap lang tayo. Let's add this video for their reference or for their guide, and then for the format we can create a docs file because it is an essay, pero pwede ring slides or drawing. So in this case, gamit tayo halimbawa ng docs. It will create a Google Doc file that will be sent individually to your students. Open po natin siya para ma-edit. Lagyan natin siya ng parang template niya. So, essay on COVID. Tapos dito, lagyan na natin siya ng name. Then, section. Grade and section. And then, for the contents, start the essay here for the title. And then the body of the essay. Yan. So, okay na yan, ano? Close natin. Ito na, mag-a-appear na yun dito. Yan. Nag-appear na siya dyan. So, okay na. And then, for scoring, kasi hindi siya mag-check automatically dahil essay ang ating assignment. So, the best way is to create a rubric. So, dito, nakikita nyo si rubric sa lower right part ng ating screen. Open natin siya. And then, let's create a rubric. Yan. So, when creating a rubric, you can choose from descending or ascending. Pwede yan ascending, ganyan. So, for the criterion, type lang po natin ang ating mga criterions. Gaya nito, topic sentence. First one is topic sentence. Tapos, lagyan natin dito ng points sa baba. So, 1 point is acceptable. So, lagyan natin ng description. Unclear or unclear, lacking in topic sentences. Then another one, 2 points. Siya naman ay good. Ang basic topic sentence doesn't Then for the third one, 3 points, which is excellent. Yan. So yan yung yan. So nakumpleto po na yan na lang po muna ang ating rubrics. I-save po natin. Makikita po ninyo dito over 3 yung topic sentence, then over 3, and then also over 3. Overall, the total is 9 points. So i-save po natin siya. Pwede i-delete. Ayan. Save po natin. At mapupunta na po siya sa ating rubric for the assignment. Pwede rin po tayong mag-check ng plagiarism or the originality, especially kung ang inyo pong gagawin ay talagang kailangan na original from the students. And then, click na po natin yung assign. Ito po pala. Pili tayo ng due date. So, usually, due dates has to be at least 5 days para po mapag-isipan nila at hindi sila mag-cramming dahil ang kanila pong mga online classes ay baka maging napaka-demanding. So, for example, gawin natin siyang August 7. Yan. So, pwede po siyang 100 points or ungraded. Pero in this assignment, nilagay po natin siya na 9 points, ano po? Then click na natin si assign. And yun na po yun. Naka-assign na po si ating assignment sa mga bata. Nakikita na po nila yan at pwede po silang magsagot. Ngayon, tingnan naman po natin kung ano po ang mangyayari dun sa side ni student na naka-receive po ng assignment. So, nandito naman po tayo ngayon sa side ni student. Meron po akong create na account para po pang test ng assignment. Makikita po natin sa stream yung assignment na posted. And then, dito sa upcoming, makikita po kung kailan ang due date. It is due on Friday. So, pwede po nating puntahan dito or pwede rin pong sa classwork. So, in going through the classwork, open po natin siya. Essay on Community Quarantine, for example. And then, let's view the assignment. So, ayan po yung makikita nila. Write an essay about the COVID-19 pandemic in Antipolo. And then, meron pong example. Makikita po nila rito. Mag-o-open po. Ayan. Yan po yung example. So, hindi po niya yan ma-access dahil hindi ko po siya pinadala ng sarili niyang format. So, when I click on the add or create, meron na po akong ginawa ritong isa. Ayan, nakikita nyo po. So, ginaya ko na po yung format niya. And example po, ang pangalan po ng student ay si Paul Kilatan from grade 10 Oliveros. And then, ginamit po niyang title is Antipolo is hit by COVID-19. Tapos nilagyan ko lang po ng konting paragraph. And then, pwede na po na, dahil automatic naman po ang saving ni Google Docs, pwede na po natin siyang i-close. And then, pwede na po natin siyang i-hand in sa ating teacher. So, i-hand in na po natin. One attachment will be submitted and then hand in. And then, ayan na po, nakalagay na po yung dati pong hand in, ngayon po ay unsubmit na. So, going back to the classroom, ang lalabas na po niyan, no work due on soon. Pero meron pa pong ibang assignment na due, pero matagal pa po. Ayan. And then, balik naman po tayo kay teacher. Puntahan po natin ang kanyang classwork. And then, essay on community quarantine. Meron na pong lumabas na turned in na isang assignment. So, check po natin siya. Makikita po natin na may nag-turn in na po na isang bata or student. So, open po natin. Yan, nag-aano lang po siya ng parts. So, ito, mababasa na po natin yung kanyang work. Habang binabasa po natin yan, pwede po tayong magpunta rito. Ayan, grade na po natin. So, for topic sentence, is it good? Okay, sige. Sabihin natin good lang siya. Let's close natin ulit. Balik tayo with evidence. The evidences are excellent. Kasi may 3 or more relevant supporting details na siyang pinakita. Example lang po yan, ha? And then for explanation, good na rin. Kasi minimal lang siya. Minimal lang. Ayan. Example lang yun, ha? Pwede tayong maglagay ng private comments. Halimbawa, sabihin natin na use other references for improvement of essay. Yan. Tapos makikita nyo na po, topic 2/3, 3/3, 2/3. Lumabas na po yung score niya na 7/9. Oops, sorry. Pindot. Okay, 7/9. Tapos naglagay na rin ako ng private comment. Pwede ko siyang i-post. Ayan. Ayan. Makikita siya ng student sa kanya lang. And then, dahil meron na siyang pag binago ko to, halimbawa pinili ko yung pangatlo, ayan, tataas siya ng konti. Pero, ayun, kung kabisado nyo yung mga rubrics nyo, dito lang po natin siya gagalawin. And then, nandito na yung kanyang score. Pwede nyo siyang i-change kung sa tingin niyo ay dapat na baguhin yung kanyang kung halimbawa meron kayong gustong halimbawa additional points, then click nyo si return. Pag kinlik nyo na si return, may option siya return multiple or return the submission. So, kung mangyayari naman sa atin, pa isa-isa lang i-return natin. So, dito lang tayo sa return. Student will be notified and then return. Tingnan naman po natin ang status ng student kapag chinek na. Dito naman po tayo ngayon sa student. Check po natin kung ano yung magiging itsura ng kanyang work. So, makikita na po na meron na pong post. Meron na pong nakalagay na marked. Yan, nakalagay na po yung marked yung kanyang assignment. So, i-view po ni bata. Ayan, makikita po niya yung private comment. Use other reference. And then makita rin po niya kung ano yung mga pinili nyong score. So, very transparent. Hindi po masasabi ng bata na ay nanghuhula lang po. Dahil meron po siyang rubrics na built-in. So, now, let us have another example of an assignment. If I want to give or make the students create a slide presentation or slide decks or perhaps PowerPoint in Microsoft, the equivalent is the Google Slides. So, for example, I will create an assignment and then let's say the topic is about Japanese art. For MAPE, ano? And then for the instructions, create a slide presentation about the different art forms of Japan. Art forms of Japan. Pwede tayong humanap ulit ng YouTube link. For example, this one, the Ikebana. Insert po natin siya. Pwede pa po tayong magdagdag siguro, ano, ng isa pa. And the landscape painting. Pwede pong dalawa or kahit ilan. Same pa rin po, pwedeng to all students or pwede kayong mamili ng students nyo. Then, pwede nyong lagyan ng points. Or pwede ring ungraded. And then the due date, you can select the due date. For example, Monday naman po. So, okay na yan. Then for the topics, lagyan natin ng, pwedeng no topic na lang siya, ano? Total, ano, by subject naman ng ating classroom. Then for the rubrics, we can reuse the rubrics that we used earlier. Pwede natin siya piliin. Yan. Pwede naman ito, ano? Pwede tayong gumamit ulit ng rubrics. For example, ito naman. Yun ulit, yung dati, yung kanina sa quarantine. Dahil ano naman siya, pwede namang i-relate. Then after that, click na natin si assign. Pwede natin siyang ganito pagpipilian. Pwede na natin siyang i-assign or schedule or save draft. Pero kung gusto, hindi natin siya gagamitin, pwede natin siya i-discard or burahin. Pag pinindot nyo yung schedule, pwede kayong pumili ng araw kung kailan siya lalabas sa stream or sa classwork ng bata. Halimbawa, pinili ko na ang labas niya ay Thursday. So, 8 a.m. Pag kinlik ko yung schedule, so nandito na siya, no? Scheduled for August 6, 8 a.m. So, yung bata, hindi pa rin nila makikita yung assignment na yun. And it will appear later on August 6. Let's have another one. Let's say we will create a quiz assignment. So for the title, let's say for example, short quiz. Then choose the correct answers. you will see that there is already an attached blank quiz from Google Forms. So let's open this form. So let's put a title for this quiz. Let's say, for example, a short quiz. Then type in some questions that you want to give to your students. For example, 1 plus 1 equals. Then let's put here some options. 1, 2, 3. Then by clicking on this one, that is the correct answer. Yan po yung tamang sagot. Pwede kayong magdagdag ng feedback. For example, pag incorrect yung sagot niya, pwede nyo sabihin na try again. Or kapag tama po ang sagot, pwede nyo sabihin correct. You can put a link for your correct answer for text to display, or you can add a video. Yan, pwede po yun. Ano po? Then save. Yan po. Then kung magdadagdag po tayo ng tanong, let's click on the add question button. Then another one is the square root of 9. You can write here 3, 6, then 9. So, nakaselect po yung ating number 3, then click it as the answer key. And then you can also add again answer feedback. And by the way, don't forget to put the point. How many points are each question? Let's say for example 1 point. And then click done. So, ganun lang po yung paggawa ng ating assessment. And auto-save po siya. So, i-close lang po natin. And if we will ayan, nakita po natin save na siya, no? Pwede po nating lagyan ng points kung ilan po yung magiging score niya. And then due date, again due date, and also topic. No need to put the rubrics because we included the correct answer in the Google Forms. You can import the grade. Classroom can import the grade for assignments. I-enable lang po natin siya, and it will generate an Excel file or a sheet file downloadable ng different formats for the scores of the students. Then click assign. And it will be posted on your classwork. Makikita rin po siya sa inyong stream. Posted a new assignment short quiz. Another one is the quiz assignment. So if we choose the quiz assignment, it will automatically create the title and then instructions, and then you can add again a Google Drive, a link, or a file, or a YouTube file, or you can also create any of the following, And then again, another blank quiz will be attached to your uh, quiz assignment. And the next one is the question. If you will attach this question, you will be posting a short question and then they will provide a short answer, or pwede ring multiple choice. When you post it or ask, it will be shown on their on your stream, and it will appear on their classwork. And then the next one is the material. When you click on the material, you will be posting your content. So parang yung ano po natin, reading materials na po, ano. We can add a Google Drive link, file, or YouTube file. Pwede rin po kayo mag-create ng docs or any other file formats. And then ipopost po natin sa inyong stream or end classwork. Aside from that, if we can also reuse post. If we click on the reuse post, it will list the topics that you have created. Let's say for example, gagamitin ko po ito, yung luma kong post, which is History of the Internet. I can reuse that post. And then lalabas po siya ulit as an assignment. Pwede ko po siyang i-edit. Instead of history. Let's say for example another topic, which is for example say for example data privacy. So I use the old topic and then i-edit na lang po natin siya para hindi na po tayo mapagod ng pagki-create paulit-ulit ng mga topics, na lalo na pati yung mga settings. Write an essay about data privacy. Yan, for example. And then given na po yung rubrics dahil ginamit ko na po siya sa previous post. And then papalitan ko lang po is the due date. I can add links again or create Google Docs or slides or sheets for this assignment. And then click on the assign. Yan, nagkaroon na po ako ng panibagong assignment. Karoon na po ako ng panibagong assignment regarding na ginamit ko lang po ulit yung dati kong topic, which is History of the Internet. So hindi na po ako masyadong ulit. Ang ginawa ko lang po, inedit ko na lang siya. And then pwede po with topics, you can add a topic. For example, entrepreneurship. If I add that topic, kakaroon po ako ng panibagong topic dito, which I can use to post new assignments for different topics. So magagawa po natin yan halimbawa sa language. Meron pong mga iba-ibang branches si English at saka si Filipino na pwede po nating i-create ng topic bawat isa. And for the next tab, we have the people. You can track individual students' progress. Lalabas po siya dito sa student section. To add a teacher, pwede po kayo mag-invite ng teachers. Just type in the email and then they will be included in your classroom. So, invite po tayo. For example, si Sir. invite. So may invite po siya dyan, ano po. To add students, you can click on the invite student, type in their email, pero mas convenient po na gamitin na lang natin yung class code, ibigay po natin sa kanila so that they will be able to join the classroom. And then this one is for the grades. You can see all the activities that you gave your students. For example, meron akong mga pinost na topics. You will see that they have score. Yung may mga score, ibig sabihin po graded na sila. And then yung mga blanco, kagaya po nito, data privacy, short quiz, and then the history of the internet, wala pa po silang grade dahil hindi pa po sinasagutan ng ating student. But for the case of the essay about COVID-19 and computer hardware, meron na pong grade because the student already turned in his assignment. So you can monitor each student, ganyan po ang magiging itsura. Ganyan po yung magiging itsura niya. Okay, as part of this topic on Google Classrooms, meron po tayong isang very useful tool. So let's click on the app launcher and then let's go to Jamboard. So what is Jamboard? Jamboard is a virtual whiteboard. So napakahalaga po ng whiteboard sa ating pagtuturo. Kagaya po ng mathematics and English and science. Lahat naman po gumagamit tayo ng whiteboard kahit po kami sa TLE. So, you don't have any jam yet, tap the plus to create one. Yan, tinap na natin. And then nakita po natin nagkaroon na tayo dito ng isang blank na lugar which will be our whiteboard. So ito yung parang tools natin, merong pen, may eraser, then select tool, sticky notes, image, and laser. So, umpisa natin with laser. Ayan po siya, no? Yan, nawawala rin siya. Kasi laser lang siya. Then, we can add an image. Click lang po tayo ng image and then, lalabas po dyan. Yan natin. Naku, baka may picture na. Ayan, halimbawa po yung picture ng YouTube. Meron po tayo ditong isang picture na nilagay. Yan, thumbnail ni YouTube. Then, pwede rin pong sticky notes. Lagay po tayo ng sticky notes. Halimbawa ay attendance. Halimbawa po ganyan. So, ayan na po yung ating sticky note. Para lang po siyang whiteboard na dinidikitan natin ng kung ano-ano for the select. And then, pwede rin po tayo mag-erase. Wala pa tayong sinusulat. So, using the pen, meron po tayong iba-iba. May pen, may marker, highlighter, and brush. Meron din pong iba-ibang kulay. So, gamitin po natin halimbawa si marker. Yan, purahin natin. So, para kayo nagbubura rin sa blackboard, Or sa whiteboard, I mean. Pwede rin pong ibang colors. Bawa naman po si brush. Medyo hindi nga lang kita. or highlighter. So yun po. Ngayon, kung gusto natin siyang i-share sa mga bata, halimbawa po naglagay tayo ng mga visuals dyan, pwede po natin i-click yung share. And especially dahil po kung hindi naman po, kung ordinaryong Gmail lang po ang gamit ng mga students natin, change po natin itong get link. So anyone with the link, tapos i-copy lang natin ito, yung Jamboard, and i-paste natin halimbawa sa ating stream. Paste na lang natin para po ma-access nila. Yan. So si student, lipat tayo sa kanya. Pag lumipat tayo sa kanya, ano niya yon, makukuha niya yung link para sa ating Jamboard. And meron pa po tayong dalawang similar na apps with Jamboard. Nandyan din po si Siteboard at saka si Google Canvas. So lahat naman po yun ay free. Pwede po nating ma-explore. Meron pa pong mga iba, pwede nyo pong hanapin, tapos pwede nyo pong i-suggest sa mga kapwa natin online teachers po ngayong school year. So that is some of the topics that we have touched for Google Classroom. Marami pa pong ibang pwedeng tingnan or pwede nating i-try. So you can explore all the features of the Google Classroom for yourself, and then pwede nyo pong i-share sa mga online teachers na kasama natin. And thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this topic.